Hello there, guys. Welcome to the Gator channel. My name is Awele, and you're welcome to the game according to Awele. If you're just seeing me for the first time, I'm seeing you for the first time soon. That's just an aside, though. This is the Gator channel. This is a channel I have opened specifically to give my honest opinion on the game. And by the game, I mean football. Because when you say the game, what else would you be? Football is probably one of the most, if not the most popular sports in the world. It says the most popular sport in Nigeria, and there's virtually everyone is into football in Nigeria. It's a unifier in a country where a lot of things were divided along ethnic lines and religious lines. We have things like football to unify us. Welcome to my channel, and on this channel, all we do is talk about football generally, give honest takes on what we think or what I think about what I think about things going on around the world of football, with particular reference to Chelsea. Oh yes, I am a lifelong supporter of Chelsea. I have I have practically supported Chelsea all my life. I think that's the only club I've known all my life. But I even got my family to even support Chelsea with me. Shout out to all of them. So yeah, that's it. So we'll dive right into today's topic. Uh, there has been a raging debate all week long when on the international break now. So there's hardly anything to talk about. People are on break. Those who are on international break, they've gone to their national teams. Surprisingly, a vast majority of the Chelsea players are currently not with their national teams, which is a good thing for us because it's been something else this period, from the end of last season straight down to the Club World Cup and straight into the new season. There has been hardly any time for these players to rest, and the very fact that we didn't even have a proper preseason, I mean, you can tell because a lot of the niggling injuries we're having now is a result of us not having enough time to rest. But be that as it may, I'm glad on how we are progressing as a team. But all through this week, apart from for the past 3 days, if you are very conversant on X, formerly Twitter, try football Twitter, you will have seen this argument going on between Arsenal fans and Chelsea fans on Caicedo and Rice, who is better. I've seen various arguments for and against, and I'm going to give my honest take, whether or not I am a Chelsea fan or because I support Chelsea. I'm going to give my honest take on what I think about the debate. Firstly, I feel under this new regime, this new Clearlake regime, I feel signing Moises Caicedo at the time when we did, with the competition that was around it, has proved to be a masterstroke. In fact, in my opinion, I feel Caicedo is top two, one of the best signings of this new dispensation, this new ownership. I feel we wouldn't have achieved what we achieved last season without him. That guy is the engine room of the current crop of players we have right now. He is the one who is so, his job is so, it goes unnoticed. Without him, that team cannot run. Without him, that team cannot run. And the irony of the whole thing is that he plays as the holding midfielder. I mean, he's the one who shields and screens the entire backline. The one we used to call the blocking four. If you are familiar with the way we say things before, he's the one who screens, and that is naturally not his position. He's actually a box-to-box midfielder. He's someone who is supposed to be the connecting connecting rod between the attack and defense, but he has expertly taken on the role of defensive midfielder brilliantly. I mean, all throughout last season, I heard names like he's a shin kicker, he's a he has to listen, knows how to do pick up fouls. But there's so much to that guy's game. His progressive runs, his passing, and now he has added goals to his game. So he's a goal scoring midfielder. And he doesn't just score tap-ins. He's the king of bangers. And I must give it to Clearlake. When they were splashing out the money to get him, a few eyebrows were raised, but I would say alongside with Enzo Fernandez, I feel spending that kind of money on the two of them was worth it. It was worth it. And I will not tolerate any Enzo slander on this channel. I will not tolerate it. So comparing him to Rice, I also remember that before Rice was signed to Arsenal, there were a couple of links to Chelsea. But there were so many links. People believed that, of course, he was from the academy, so there was always the belief that he was going to return back. But I will tell you honestly, I am glad we never signed him, because what he can do, Caicedo can do it, and even more. So I think the only thing he may have better than Caicedo would be at set piece. That's the only thing. He's good at set piece. I don't think that's enough. That's not enough to convince me. In my opinion, though, you may have your own opinion. So let me know down below in the comment section. But I feel Caicedo is top 2, one of our best signings in this new dispensation. Kudos to the sporting directors, who, by the way, I'm going to get into that. I know a lot of persons have a lot of qualms against them and their recruitment and their model. I'll get into that shortly. But on this Caicedo and Rice debate, I feel it's a non-starter. It's not up for debate. There are no match. Rice is good, no doubt. Rice is good. But I don't even think Rice is even the best midfielder in his own team currently. In my opinion, Zubimendi is better. When Partey was around, Partey was better than the guy. And that is the truth. You can say what you want to say, but that is the truth. Partey was better than the guy there. So comparing him to Caicedo walks into any midfield in the Premier League right now. Any midfield. Of course, you see how he dog walked the midfield of Liverpool on Saturday rather. He bullied the entire midfield. There were no match for him. And all that debate of Caicedo and Gravenberch, you see how he died a natural death. Nobody will mention it again. He has walked the walk now. It's not about talking. And this is bookmark this. Caicedo is going to be a contender for player of the season. Even if he doesn't win it, it's going to make the team of the season. That is a guarantee. That is a guarantee. He is too consistent in his play, and I'm glad he is now getting the PR. Because for a long time, people failed to see this, and I was wondering why people were not seeing this. I'm glad that people are now seeing him for who he is now. And getting his accolades. So let me know in the comment section what you think about it. Do you think Rice is better? Do you think Caicedo is better? Do you think they are at par? Let me know below in the comment section. So moving forward, I would like to talk about Maresca. And see, ever since Thomas Tuchel was sacked, I've not had any connection to any manager, or they call them head coach now these days. So let me use the term they use, head coach. I've not had any connection to anybody, even down to Lampard. There seemed to be a disconnect. Of course, Lampard was a great player, one of our top 2 legends, even not even our legend. He's our head scorer. So I loved him. I love Lampard. I still love him to death. But as a manager, I didn't have that connection to him and all that. And same goes with the rest of the recruitment. Getting Potter. Don't even get me started with Potter. Don't get me started with Potter. And then to Poch. Poch, he wasn't there. He wasn't there. Sincerely, he wasn't there. But with this guy seemed different. This guy seemed different. Right from last season, he seemed different. You could tell from his style of leadership, the way he spoke at press conferences. You could tell he's different. You could tell. And the way in fact, what even struck me the first time with Maresca was when he made those decisive measures and he took out people like Sterling. I mean, how do you take out one of your highest paid players and tell him that he has no place in the team? I was when I knew that this guy has personality, this guy has character, this guy is a leader. That was the beginning. And I'm glad he made those decisions because he's paying out. Now, you can tell the players are in love with his tactics. They've bought into it. You can tell they are playing for him. Of course, they are young, and then there are going to be inconsistencies in their plays. They can't play 10 over 10 every game. That's why they are young. There is room for improvement, of course. But with Maresca, in my opinion, Maresca is the future. And then when he did that Mourinho celebration, when he ran from the touchline to meet Esteval, who, by the way, God, you can't even fault the recruitment or this model they've adopted when we are getting gems like Palmer and Esteval. You can't. See, you can't. That is why I laugh when I go online and I see people criticizing these guys, saying all sorts, sack the sporting directors, sack Win Stanley, sack this, sack that. No, these guys have not come in for short-term fixes. These guys are in for the long run. I wish many Chelsea fans could see what I see. I see us dominating in the next 2-3 years. I mean dominating. I mean look at the recruitment. You can't even fault it. Joao Pedro getting a gem like the lap for 30 million. I mean, persons were onto him too. How they were able to convince him to come to Chelsea for that amount of money. Someone like that will easily go for 70-80 million. Easily. In today's current market. Easily. 70-80 million. Plus English tax. He's an Englishman. So, I mean, that says it up. We're able to scoop that guy for 30 million. So, for people doubting or faulting this model, I don't know. I think you have to have a rethink. In my opinion, give it time. Give it time. I feel in the long run, in 10 years to come, we are going to. Of course, they are businessmen, unlike someone like Abramovich. So you don't expect the same level of passion and devotion. The way Abramovich was ready to splash out cash and buy everybody on the market. No. But these guys have shown intent that they also want to achieve success. So they are trying to balance both the business side and the success. So I really don't blame them. Sincerely, I don't. I feel they're on the right track. We should give them time. And with Maresca, I mean, whoever scouted Maresca, when they were about to get him, even I was in doubt. Why are they going to get a championship manager? But then I realized that the guy was also an assistant to Pep. And you can see it's paying off. And don't forget that someone like Arteta too was an assistant to Pep. And in my opinion, I feel it's safe to say at this point now that Maresca has a better legacy than Arteta. Hands down. Hands down. There is no debating. There is no debating. This is not me coming for Ateta or anything. I feel he's good. Ateta is okay. But then, I feel Maresca is. We'll see. We'll see. Maresca is it. Maresca is it. And I feel we should give him time. In the next 2, 3 years, I see us winning the league in 3 years' time. Yes. I make that bold prediction. In 2, 3 years' time, I see us winning the league. Oh, let me know your own opinion about Maresca, about the model. And once again, if this is your first time joining my channel, you're welcome to the Gator channel. This is the game according to Awele. My name is Awele. I've always wanted to have this channel since and just come and express myself. I'm glad I've started it now. They're meeting me for the first. I'm meeting you for the first time too. So let me know your opinion on the issues we discussed. Check out my next videos or look out for my next videos. Like, subscribe, share. Thank you.